Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, in my earlier videos today, I think I missed some information that is pretty critical. Looking back at the Magnetopause back on the 21st, yesterday, we had a lot of disturbances with our Magnetopause. And, well, you really can't see it here, but it's kind of like an artificial bow. They call it a bow shock. It's an arch that protects our planet from the solar winds from the sun. And, you know, I check this every single day because it is very, very critical. But what I've seen today and going through today was just absolutely critical. Now, I'm going to go ahead and back this up all the way. And we're going to go to the time 3:05:27 UTC time on the 21st. And I'm just going to take this very, very slowly. And I want you to pay very close attention to the bow shock. And you can already see right here how intense this is. Very intense. You can see by the color code key right here. So we are being hit by something, most likely a solar wind, but we're also going to see some anomalies come from behind, which is kind of unusual. And you're going to see this bow shock literally collapse. But that's really not the point of this video. Even though this is critical, we were basically under siege by something. Now let me just try to back this up because it goes very quickly. Now once again, you're going to see this intensity coming in. The bow shock seems to be tightening up, tightening closer to the Earth. So let's see if we can just take this a few frames at a time. I want you to see how it's flexing. And then once again, you're going to see this intensity right here. We're going to keep advancing this because it gets very, very interesting. As we go through this, well, let me just back that up one click. Okay, now, once again, we see a huge amount of this intensity, this energy coming in from behind the Earth. This is the dark side of the Earth. This is the daytime side facing the sun. Now, the bow shock is completely engulfed. Let's just take one more click forward. Now you can see this energy has moved in and it has literally expanded the bow shock almost into a complete collapse, or sometimes it's called a reversal, but it's not that close to a reversal. But this is pretty bad. This is very bad. And what this energy is here, where it's coming from, I mean, I have my ideas. A lot of people won't agree with what I think, but I'm going to bounce this off of the physicist first thing tomorrow morning. I know exactly what she's going to say, and it's going to coincide with what I think. But there is an energy source, another stellar wind, coming from behind the Earth, and it's pulsating. Now, let's just take a few more steps because this is very interesting. Now, I don't know if you guys see this little dotted square right here. I've never seen that before on this Magnetopause model. I've never seen that. Once again, here you can see this amount of energy. It's very intense. Look at the color key over here. Let's take a few more frames. Now, again, it is very, very expanded. The bow shock just completely expanded. Very, very abnormal. Now you can see it collapsing in, and you can see right here. This is a very odd signature here. I mean, we see that from time to time, but we're going to go ahead and just click this frame by frame, and you can see how it's pulsing. Now once again, you can see it starting to collapse inward here. Once again, it's expanding, contracting, expanding, contraction. Now this is not normal. What we're seeing there now, this is almost normal, but again, you're seeing this intensity right at the front of the bow shock. This is low plasma density, but still, it will affect our planet. Well, let's go back one more. I saw something right here. Now, once again, look at this. I mean, that's pretty extreme. That is about as extreme as it gets. I'm telling you, folks, something's not right. We know what it is. Now look at this. A completely erratic all the way around. Look at this again. Here. Look at the bow shock. It's completely discombobulated, if you want to call it that. We're going to go ahead and keep on moving. And this doesn't stop, ladies and gentlemen. This goes on and on throughout all of yesterday and into today. And there are some situations already today in the earlier hours that are very, very alarming. I mean, look at this. This is almost at a 90-degree angle. If you're looking at, you know, this bottom side, if you look at this is what it would look like. It's completely standing straight up. 90-degree angle. Never seen that before. So something is definitely affecting the magnetopause. All of this is affecting the Earth. But again, this is not what I really want to show you. What I really want to show you is the impact that occurred on the 21st. Here's a still shot of it that one of my subscribers sent in. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at this. Now, this was on the 21st of June, yesterday, hour 23:13 UTC time. Look at this. This is like a direct impact. It literally collapsed the magnetopause past the satellite belt. I mean, that's pretty intense, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen this before. I've never seen anything like this in all my years. I mean, I'm being dead truthful with you. And apparently, we were struck by something. Something impacted the magnetopause and collapsed it inward. That is pretty bad. You're looking at it. More intensity. Right here. And these two markers, wow. Apparently, that's what did it. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we have to take into consideration that, you know, maybe a lot of people don't believe in the Planet X theory. Maybe a lot of people don't believe that we have a brown dwarf star wreaking havoc in our inner solar system. That's fine. Don't believe it. But at least, if you don't believe it, then give me some other scientific proof and evidence of why all of this is occurring. You know, our doctor, our physicist, she has gone over this time and time again. So what is causing all of this interference, all of these anomalies? What's causing all of the earthquakes, all of the volcanoes, all of the flooding, all of the climate chaos, all of the weird and crazy wild weather? Do you think it's all just a freak occurrence? Well, maybe you better think again. Ladies and gentlemen, the evidence is there, regardless of what anybody says. It is my true belief that we have more than one brown dwarf star in our solar system. A lot of people would say, oh, if we had a brown dwarf star in our solar system, it would eject all of the planets out of the solar system and destroy the entire solar system. No, that's not quite true. That's never been proven. That's never happened. There is no scientific evidence of that, period. Now, if you think that you can put that into a computerized model and create that scenario, well, of course, you could, because you can skew all of the data that you put into the model to create that situation. But whatever is occurring out there in our inner solar system is very critical to our planet and our survival on this planet. But I have yet to see anyone give solid scientific evidence on why all of this is occurring, except our physicist, who's done the research, who understands what is happening. Look at your screen. I've never seen this. In all of my years of learning about the magnetopause and the magnetosphere and our solar wind and learning how to read all of these models, I've never seen that. And that looks like, to me, that something impacted our bow shock and collapsed it so severely that it collapsed inward and past the satellite belt. These are satellites right here. Here, all these they're little satellites. Tells you right here. The GOES 15, 14, 13. I guess this is a communication satellite owned by South Korea. I mean, just an amazing situation, but very, very critical. And it makes you wonder, what's next? I mean, we've had an extraordinary day today. All kinds of things happening all around the world. I mean, you really have to sit back and think, how is all of this occurring? Why is it occurring? Is there anybody out there that's willing to explain it to you and not lie and delete data? I've just come across some solar wind information that there was some data that was completely deleted, or the satellites failed, the sensors failed. Maybe they were overwhelmed with all of this energy coming in. I don't know. But we're now seeing multiple agencies dealing with different things, earthquakes, our magnetosphere, our magnetopause, the solar wind. They're removing data. They're replacing it with whatever. I looked for this at this particular time, and it was removed. It's gone. You can get to the hour of 23, 13, and 55 seconds. That's it. So in that little length of time, that impact happened that quick. They saw it. They knew about it. Someone captured this. But then, as soon as someone captured this and publicized it, they removed it. They don't want you to see this. They don't want you to see what happened. But we already know it happened because you're seeing it right now. Very, very critical situations happening around the earth, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to give you a pretty stern warning. You know, from this day forth, it's not going to end. It's not going to end. And we're going to actually see things intensify through the last days of June leading into July. You can believe me or not. That's your prerogative. That's your decision. But until somebody steps up to the plate and gives us scientific evidence on why all of this is occurring, I'm going to stick to my guns. And I'm going to follow exactly what our physicist is telling me. I think she's a pretty smart lady. She holds 5 degrees, 2 master's degrees, a doctorate, 17 years of lecturing in physics. I think she knows better than some YouTuber. Very critical situations happening around the world, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm not a real religious man, but at this point, I'm going to end this video. And I'm going to say, God bless all of you. God bless each and every one of you. Because Lord only knows what we're in store for. This is Scott from Planet X News. Thank you for watching.